Thanks for listening to Middle-Aged and Mediocre. I'm Cash.
I'm Joel.
And we are a podcast about all things strange and unusual, death and UFOs, and other creepy,
Cults,
weird, random
ghosts.
stories. There you go.
Yeah. No, I'm just naming things in the room.
Oh my god.
There's a cult of ghosts. Ray Gun Radio presents
Middle-Aged and Mediocre.
What day is it?
Hey, it is the day after Christmas, and we decided not to do a normal episode. We know a lot of people have things going on with
That's our gift to you.
Christmas stuff. Yeah, our gift to you is we watched Santa's Sleigh for you, so you don't ever have to.
Don't.
Nor should you. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Instead of a normal episode this week, we're going to keep this one. It's going to be a little bit shorter than usual, and we have a giveaway contest to mostly. This is the main reason for this. To let you guys know about that. 2021 giveaway contest. We will be getting into that a little bit more. So, yeah, we will be back on a regular schedule with some true crime here next week. But we knew everybody would be doing Christmas stuff and busy and all that. So, just a short
I'm
one
so
for you.
busy.
Well, other people.
Oh, yeah.
Not us. Not us so much. But, yeah, man, how was... so this is the day after Christmas. How was
Saturday, right?
This is Saturday.
Okay.
How was your Christmas?
I mean, yeah.
Was it Christmas?
Yeah, it's
I
Christmas.
saw you got a Beastman.
Yeah, I got a Beastman.
I didn't realize you got I saw you post a picture of it.
It's the big one.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I don't fuck with pops anymore.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, but it's like a big pop, so...
Yeah, the big
awesome.
He Masters of the Universe Beastman.
Yeah, I always liked Beastman, the orange.
Yeah, he was always one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty badass.
Yeah, Lily got me that, my daughter, so got to see her for a couple hours. That was fun.
Yeah,
Shit's over.
Yeah. We are in, Parkersburg, West Virginia, and we actually got snow. We had a white Christmas.
Yeah.
I guess
Couple
first
inches.
time since the 70s
Really?
is what, yeah.
Huh.
I saw like WTAP or something like that said.
Dub tap?
Dub tap?
Wow.
I thought we had.
I thought we've had snow before on Christmas.
Apparently not. Apparently it's been a while, so.
Maybe with real accumulation.
Maybe.
It was shady driving. I went home Christmas Eve around 9 o'clock, and they hadn't even touched the road.
Yeah. Yeah, I left as it started, and the wind was crazy. That's your weather update.
Yep.
For Parkersburg.
From 2 days ago.
But no, happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas.
Don't what the old ladies say. Don't give me that PC bullshit. Wish me Merry Christmas.
Motherfucker. We hope you guys all had a good one. We hope you got see some family, friends, spent some time maybe over Zoom calls or however you guys did it, FaceTime, or safely in person. But we're hopefully
You made it.
getting the hell out of 2020.
Yeah.
Next time you guys will hear from us, it'll be 2021. And according to what I see on Twitter and Facebook, everything will be perfectly fine again.
I think so.
So we just got to get rid of 2020.
Yep.
And then we
Start
step.
over fresh.
Yep. Then everything's peachy keen.
COVID be gone.
Can't wait.
Nope.
So we are going to do a quick little movie review for you guys. We watched the 2005 Christmas classic.
Classic.
Bill Goldberg, starring...
When I think Christmas, I think Bill Goldberg.
Now you do.
Yep.
Bill Goldberg stars as Santa, or is it Satan, in a little movie called Santa's Sleigh. And it was bad.
Yeah, it was pretty,
It was
full
real
of
bad.
bad puns and just... Seemed like something from the 90s that came out in 2005.
It did.
Yeah.
It starts, we get, like you said, it was very Scream
They screamed us.
at the beginning.
Yeah.
You get some famous people.
Yeah, B-list celebrity people,
I
but
don't even
still,
know. I
more
don't know
what
if
I
I'd make
expected.
Chris Kattan. James Caan.
Yeah, they got both the ends of the spectrum for the B-list celebrity. I mean, James Caan's tippy top of that list.
Yeah.
But like you said, Chris Kattan,
Fran Drescher.
Yeah, Fran, the nanny, and
From The
Rebecca
Nanny.
Gayheart.
What's she from?
The nanny. Oh, Rebecca Gayheart
Rebecca
from
Gayheart.
like Scream 2. I mean, a bunch of
She's
other
been like a
stuff,
bunch
too.
of like random horror movies and stuff. I think.
Yeah. What's that wolf movie? I think it wasn't about a wolf, but it was like kids on campus, and there was like
Ginger Snaps.
No,
I know what you're talking about.
I like Rebecca Gayheart.
I know exactly what movie you're talking about. I
Yeah,
just can't
they
think
were
of what
all
it's
in
called.
the movie in the first scene.
Yeah.
Up.
So weird seeing Chris Kattan. I kind of forgot he existed.
Yeah.
But then
You might not. It's 2005.
Right, it's true.
Yeah. Chris, if you're out there, let us know, buddy. Drop a line. We're concerned.
I really don't know why. Do you even know why evil Santa showed up to kill them all?
I think just because his 1,000 years was up, and that was just.
So yeah, like we said, Bill Goldberg plays Santa, but in this version, Santa is the devil. I think he's definitely from
evil.
hell.
Yeah.
And according to a legend we find out about later,
He lost a curling.
He lost a curling match.
Curling. You're hearing this correctly.
You know, the fun Olympic game where...
But no one's sweeping in front of it. It's just they throw the little thing in the ice, and whoever gets closest to the hole without going in, and... Oh, my God.
But this took place in, 1042, I think. And it's evil Santa against an angel.
Yep.
And the angel had came upon evil Santa, fucking with two elves. Two little goblin elves.
Yeah.
This was an animated. This was all this part was animated, and then
like in that Rudolph style of animation.
Yeah, like the old classic
Not like
Rudolph.
Cartoon, yeah.
But then the angel decides to challenge evil Santa to a curling competition.
He left his banjo at home.
He left his banjo at home.
I guess we're gonna curl for this one, Santa.
And he won because his. What are they called?
I don't know.
What are the shuffle? What are the big things you?
This is the most I've ever talked about curling.
The one-handled family credenza.
Shuttlecock. We'll call it
Shuttlecock. It knocked evil Santas into the hellhole ice thing, and so
Apparently you just throw one? Is that all curling?
I have
you
no
throw
idea.
One shuttlecock each, and that's it?
I've never I've seen it on TV.
And then you're banned for 1,000 years? Yeah, I've never understood it on TV. It's fun to watch just because they get out in front of it.
Just the little people sweeping.
They're yelling at them. They're sweeping on different.
There's a lot of energy in shuttling.
Yeah.
Or is that shuffling? Curling. Good Lord. So anyways, nothing, everything just happens in this movie without any explanation.
Yeah. They try to explain the plot, but it doesn't really come across very well.
Basically, so since the angel beat evil Santa had 1,000-year-old spell put on him.
And they reversed where everyone thought everyone was scared of him. They made him where everyone would love Santa.
Would everybody love him.
But then the 1,000 years has had
passed. So now the bet's off, and Santa's evil again, and he's ready to fuck some people up. Yeah. And boy, does he.
And it starts with after the Chris Kattan, James Caan stuff, then it focuses on the 16-year-old boy, Nicholas, and his crazy grandpa.
Crazy grandpa.
And of course, Nicholas, works at a meat store.
A deli. A meat store. Yes.
Run down to the meat store. Get me some meat.
A butcher shop.
I like meat store.
Meat store is pretty good.
It really dumbs it down.
I wish I owned a meat and I just had meat store. That was the name of it.
Yeah.
On the
I'd go there to
outside.
meet people. I wouldn't understand it. I'd be like, oh, I thought that was...
Oh, that was like a meat.
There's a meat
we meet up at the
there.
store.
But there's a girl that he works with, so it has that little dynamic.
And then so it's like a Jewish deli.
Yeah.
So the opening scene in the deli is like this old woman she's just a bitch.
Yeah, everything.
And she he wishes her happy holidays, and like you said, she's like,
Don't give me none of that PC shit. Wish me Merry Christmas.
She calls the girl who's
She's like, thanks, and go fuck yourself. She leaves
and then
like that.
After she says that, she looks at the girl who's we find out is 16 years old.
Yeah.
She calls her a slut or something.
Yeah.
So the old woman dies immediately by Goldberg.
She got ran
Santa.
over by a reindeer.
And his reindeer in this is a giant buffalo.
Yeah, just
for
one.
some reason, just one buffalo.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't even have a red nose. So yeah, then we find out. So the grandpa has his life work. What is it? What is his life's work?
The page turner.
The page turner. He pulls out this big, old timey looking like book, like that would be full of spells and things, and he sets it on this little like device he built.
Kind of looks like a one of the podium things. You know?
Like a little podium.
Yeah, the lecture podium.
And it has a little mechanically operated arm that's a page turner that you have
remote function.
You have to hit a button on the remote to do it, but then it comes down and turns the page for you.
It makes it a lot easier.
As they all, like it's.
I'm just thinking now all the books I've read where I've had to turn the pages myself.
Like a sucker.
Like an idiot.
How much time have you?
I know.
Your fingers, you've done so much damage to your index finger.
Yeah, I've probably worn away my fingerprints.
Great.
All these pages.
Oh, we can commit crimes.
Yeah.
So the grandpa's like anti-Christmas, and the kid doesn't really know why. But all of a sudden jump into, we get the whole history. Grandpa's just like, all right,
all he needed to do was ask.
Yeah, I'll tell you everything. So basically, Santa's killing people. It goes on forever. The movie just feels like it's never going to end.
Yeah.
I don't remember what all. Like, he's just killing random people.
Yeah, he just killed random people, no matter what, good or bad, doesn't matter. And he always says like some bad pun or.
Yeah, like he goes into a strip club.
Oh yeah.
And beats the shit out of a lot of people and ends up setting the whole place on fire, burning everyone
For some
alive.
reason, they don't want to let him in.
Yeah, the security guy.
Inside.
Yeah,
they're like, where do you think you're going?
There's 5 people inside. Like, they would want anyone they could to come in and pay money.
Not crazy Santa.
So yeah, he ends up like, it's just like it's a weird.
He does the spear. We got that.
He does the spear through the deli counter.
34 minutes. For those not aware, Goldberg's a wrestler.
Yes.
And one of his finishers was the spear. But there wasn't a lot of wrestling jokes in there. I thought there would be more.
I don't think there really were any.
And they didn't even really. The spear was about the only real.
At the very end, he had on a beanie
that had his,
with had his logo, his barbed wire logo. But yeah, they really didn't look. It's a wrestler.
Yeah.
I mean, the weirdest part about this is Goldberg, a very famous Jewish wrestler, playing Santa Claus.
Yeah. Well, they get some jokes into when he's in the Jewish deli and stuff like that. They get
they kind of wink and nod at it a few times.
There's a surprise guest in the movie.
Oh yeah,
do you remember?
Friend of the he was a subject on the show.
Yeah.
When we did the No Holds Barred review, tiny Zeus Lister makes an appearance in this movie.
He's just like a gas station attendant.
Yeah, it's a pretty. And then the kid says a weird thing to him where he's like,
I know it's a small town, but I don't remember seeing you before.
It's got a weird racist undertone to it, and it was a throwaway line. Like, I thought Zeus was going to come back towards the end
Zeus
and
didn't
fight
get killed,
Santa.
He didn't fight Goldberg. He just literally had that one scene, and but he was a lot better in this movie than No Holds Barred.
One of his better acting performances, I'd say.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Tiny.
Yeah.
Tiny Lister.
Hold me closer, Tiny Lister.
So we get more killing. Santa slays a lot of people, in case you didn't understand the name of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That's how many puns are in this movie. The goddamn fucking titles.
Yeah. And that's kind of the humor throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's very punny. But they go back once the grandpa finally has a little bit of a showdown, because the grandpa's the angel. But he has a little showdown with evil Goldberg Santa.
First time he sees evil Goldberg again after 1,000 years.
After 1,000 years, and then within a minute, the buffalo runs grandpa over.
Yep.
And then Goldberg comes through and smashes his head in with his foot.
Stomps his head in. That's it. Grandpa's dead.
Until they finally they run away from evil Santa on a snowmobile.
Yep. They go to the school.
And we get a rad 90s gnarly track.
Yeah, he was jumping some
It's
cars.
like biddly boo, biddly boo, and he's jumping over.
It was extreme. Biddly boo.
Biddly boo. Yeah, it was very 90s.
I didn't know you played guitar.
I'm pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah, so then they go to the school. and they're just trying to run out the clock. The kid,
Yeah.
the kid doesn't. So
Luckily, you got that clock for Christmas.
he got at the beginning of the movie, the deli owner gives him a clock that tells him like other places' times.
Yeah.
Because that's super cool.
Whatever a 16-year-old boy wants.
It just so happened though to have the North Pole time zone on it. So for some reason, this kid I don't know if the story gets explained better than we just weren't paying attention to it.
That could be.
When the grandpa reveals the story.
We were joking a lot during it. Maybe we didn't take it as seriously
as we should have. It's this art piece. But the kid just is basically just like, oh, well, as soon as it hits midnight in the North Pole, Santa's over. Christmas is done. So that's all we got to do.
See you later, bitch.
He doesn't know if that's going to work.
No, he's pretty sure.
And it doesn't. Spoiler alert. So yeah, they're at the school gym just trying to run down the time, I guess, run the clock out.
Yeah,
take a knee.
They're at the school ice rink.
Yes. By the way, this movie takes place in
Hell Township.
Hell Township.
I didn't see what state.
I don't remember.
Okay.
But it's basically it's in Hell Township for a little joke at the end that Grandpa makes by how...
Well, they make a lot of jokes within it, too. But especially because Grandpa said, you'd follow me to hell and back.
So I moved there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found you.
So Goldberg, turns out he finds out where Grandpa Angel is because the grandson has been writing letters to Santa asking for easy bake ovens. So that's how...
Yeah.
But, also Grandpa moved to hell so
it'd be easier
Santa could find him. Because he was looking forward.
You can't try to figure it out too much. You'll go crazy.
So they end up, at the end, they think that they kill Santaberg.
Well, remember, Grandpa comes back.
Grandpa comes back as an angel.
And we got to do that curling thing again.
We get a whole other live action.
I was like, are they going to curl again?
Curling scene.
I kept asking. I was like, they're going to curl again, right?
And they tease us. Grandpa curls his ass off.
Yeah, that's an angel curling.
And then evil Santa
just picks him up and chucks him in the hole.
Yeah. And then they shoot Santa with a chestnut. But that takes Santa's powers away, I think, is what the grandpa said. Because the grandpa's still there. Yep. He's hanging on to the edge.
He can't leave the school hockey rink.
So they then go to where these guys
sound like crazy people in this movie. I hear it in my head. I'm listening to us. It's like we're just making up a movie on the fly.
It does sound like it. And I don't think we're forgetting anything. Other than maybe a couple minor characters that get killed. There's a whole thing with the town mayor.
I mean, there's no other characters. They're a character in one scene to get killed. There's two shitty kids that were
they get their heads blown off.
Fucking Christmas. These two little kids are cursing, and the first gift they open just blows their heads off,
which is pretty cool.
So I guess Santa did that, and there's not everybody's scene existence in the film is to be in one scene and die.
Yeah.
Except for Grandpa, the kid, the girl, and the mayor.
Yeah, and the mayor's his time's a coming.
Yeah.
But so then they lead evil Santa to these group of skeet shooters, and he says something about there's a rare bird, and they better get ready because he's gonna call in this rare bird.
Yeah.
Well, the rare bird is Santa in his buffalo sleigh. So then they all start shooting from a mile away.
Oh, yeah.
If they
They're shooting at the moon at this point.
They just wait.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, a fucking rocket blows up Santa in a sleigh. And it's the girls.
The buffalo definitely dies.
Yeah, poor buffalo.
Yeah. Where was that PETA on that day?
Well, when the first guy scopes in the gun and he sees the buffalo, he says, "My God, it's a reindeer." And again, no, reindeer are a real thing. You can see what one looks like.
They're at the Columbus Zoo. I've seen them.
It's not a buffalo.
No.
Very different.
Very.
But then a rocket blows up Santa in a sleigh, we think. And it's
the girl's dad.
It's the girl's dad.
Out of nowhere, his first scene of the movie.
And she's like, "Dad, where'd you get a rocket launcher?" And he's like, "Oh, Curtis got it for me."
Yeah, the Indian with the voice box.
And they all go,
It cost me a lung.
Yeah.
Because he had the voice box.
He had a little voice box thing.
It was so bad.
But it wasn't Santa in the sleigh. It was
the mayor.
The mayor, old Dave Thomas.
Yep.
And he's dead.
Yep.
And everybody's sort of just like, well, all right, that was a very weird thing that happened.
It's all the town's dead.
They don't really question why the mayor was dressed as Santa and how he was flying a magic buffalo.
Nope.
They're just like, yep, that all checks out.
And then they make out.
And then the kids make out.
Yep.
They're 16.
Sure.
They make out as a weird guy walks by with a chainsaw that he used to cut the body of Dave Thomas up.
Carrying the body beside him as they make out to close the movie.
Then we get Goldberg. He's not dead.
Nope.
Santa's alive.
He's dressed in regular clothes.
But he's dressed in regular clothes.
Well, I mean, pretty shitty douchey clothes, but regular clothes.
And he's getting a plane ticket to the North Pole.
Yep.
And then I think we're supposed to have a sequel to this thing.
And he just sits down.
Yeah.
In the airport.
And that's it.
And I'm happy that the movie's over.
And thank God it's over.
Curling!
I don't, do you remember, so is that the first time you watched it? Because you said you didn't think you'd seen it. Yeah, I've never watched it before.
I thought I did, but I did not.
Same here. I thought I'd watched it once
I don't
before.
remember any of that shit.
Not as low budget as I would have expected.
No, some of the kills were kind of bad, but I mean overall.
2005 though.
Yeah.
It was.
The kid's head explosion was so
really bad.
cartoonish,
Yeah.
But the rest was pretty decent.
Not only just the kills, but just the look of the movie.
Yeah.
It actually looked I was expecting a 2005 version of Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah.
That kind of.
Yeah, it did look like it had a beginning, middle, and an
There you
end.
go. And that's all a movie needs for you.
So many puns though. Like the one part goes, "Who's your father?" or "Who's your daddy?" Father Christmas.
Well, and then the kid's name is
Nicholas, right?
Nicholas Yulson.
And there's a Captain Cock.
Captain Cock is
one
the
of the
town.
police officers.
Is the sheriff.
Did we mention the curling?
Who dies?
They had fucking curling. Two curling.
Scenes. Two major plot points were that curling was in competition between an angel and a demon, the devil.
Maybe Satan.
Maybe
Santa?
Satan. It was bad.
Yeah.
This is a really bad movie. Who we got in it here? We're
going Christmas with this movie.
So, a kid named Douglas Smith plays Nicholas Yulson. I've never heard of him before. He's apparently been in Percy Jackson, that movie series.
Percy Jackson know that he was in them?
He was in Terminator Genesis, HBO series Big Love.
Man, I wonder if he gets tired of just all the questions being asked about this movie.
Yeah. Of course, Bill Goldberg as Santa Claus. Emily DeRavine as Mary McKenzie. She was the young girl in it.
Yeah.
She's been in that was her first movie. She was She was in The Hills Have Eyes. The movie Brick with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Okay.
Really, really good movie if you haven't seen it. Not in a whole lot. Been in some TV stuff. But then, we got Dave Thomas as Pastor Timmons. And
Not
Dave
the
Thomas,
Wendy's guy.
Not the Wendy's guy. He's one of those guys you've seen in everything.
Yeah.
His first big movie was, he was one of the two, Bob and Doug.
That's where I
Canadian.
Yeah. Okay, that's where I know him from.
Yeah. So then he was in Strange Brew, movie from back in the 80s. Great White North. So he's one of those guys you see and you know.
And that's why they kept him around as the mayor.
Yeah, that's why he had 3 scenes.
Yeah.
Good. He's a good character actor.
Or was he a mayor or a preacher?
He was the pastor.
Pastor, yeah.
Pastor Timmons. But then again, James Caan, Rebecca Gayheart, Chris Kattan, Fran Drescher, Tiny Zeus Lister.
Hold me closer, Tiny Lister.
There were 2 Buffalo, played the Buffalo.
Oh, wow, really? I thought I saw a difference.
Ronnie and Apache.
Okay.
And they are listed as Santa's Hell Deer.
And they're still alive, both of them.
Yep.
Living on a farm.
Probably. Living on the same farm as that 2-headed cat. Two-faced cat.
Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy.
Oh, I remember.
I listened to that episode, and I got happy all over again.
All over?
At Biscuits and Gravy.
All over?
Yes. I came everywhere. Is that what you're...
I wonder what that was I sat
Be
in.
a grown-up about it.
Okay.
Okay, man. What, we do this every time. What do you think this got ratings-wise on IMDb?
1 fart out of 10.
Well, remember now, they went away from the fart rankings.
Oh, okay. I would give this, they made a movie, so, you gotta at least give it a 3.
Well, IMDb has given it a 5.4 out of 10.
Wow! A lot of Fran Drescher fans out there.
That's over 9,000 ratings.
The Fran fans.
Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 43%, which is not terrible.
It's a pretty short movie. It feels like it goes on for a while, but I bet it's probably, an hour and 25 minutes?
Close, hour and 18 minutes.
Hour and 18 minutes!
Felt like 3 hours.
It felt like about close to 2 hours.
Yeah, it felt like it did.
An hour and 18 minutes is absurdly short for a movie. That's criminally short.
Yeah.
Like, a movie should be at least an hour and a half long. That's what makes it a movie.
Well, especially a movie that's an hour 18 minutes long should not feel like 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's bad.
Because, none of the scenes are really super long. Because, especially Goldberg's. He's just there to say one line, kill somebody.
Flex his muscles at the end.
then it goes just like somebody else in the movie. Wow, an hour and 18 minutes.
Yep, that is all they could stretch out of that thing.
What would you give it? Stars out of 10?
Oh, a 2.
2, yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was pretty bad.
Like you said, it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Past that, doesn't have a whole lot there.
It's so weird they put all these people at the beginning. You're like, all right, this movie might, and then they just instantly all die.
Yeah, it's
kind of high kill count if you just want to see some
well, yeah, for no reason whatsoever.
Deaths.
He's evil. I guess that's his reasoning. But most of the movie is just Goldberg showing up, killing people.
The one scene he was there, man in the change jar.
He was being a Salvation Army
Santa.
Santa.
A punk, which the generic '80s movie punk comes up with the leather jacket, long hair, and holds a knife to his neck. So then, right. That gives him a reason to kill him, but then he kills other people that just in front of him.
It was kind of weird that it was they tried to make Goldberg's evil Santa character basically every '90s action movie hero, where he just keeps walking places. People mess with him for the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
and then he kills them.
But then some people just why does everyone mess with him?
Yeah.
I'm sure he did kill some people that weren't just messing with him, though.
Yeah. But they kept going back and forth. They presented the action scenes as he's
that whole Terminator. Made me think of Terminator, where it's hey, you can't come in here.
So there were the body count for this movie
17.
17 is what you're guessing?
Yeah.
41.
Really?
41 people.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if that's counting. So at the very beginning, just give you guys a little warning. He kills a dog. It's
maybe
it's played for comedy.
Yeah,
it's not a dramatic scene.
They should have showed the dog at the end, just so maybe after the end credit we should.
Well, if we would have got the sequels, we're not going back and watching the end credits. I know you like your end credits, but we're not doing that. There was a weird part towards the beginning where the girl shows up at the kid, the 16-year-old's house. I guess she's 16-year-olds. But whatever, the boy's house, she shows up at his house, and she's brought him a Christmas present.
Wolverine meat?
What? No, she gives Grandpa a plate of Wolverine meat, and it's just a dead Wolverine. There's the hair still on it,
and
an intestine.
Yeah, it wasn't cooked.
But no, remember she gave the kid.
Because he said he didn't get the Transformer he wanted for Christmas growing up.
Yeah, so she hands him this wrapped up present. And he opens it, and it's a gun.
Yeah.
It's a 9mm pistol. And he freaks out.
Why
would you give me a gun?
Yeah.
And she's like, it's not a gun. She opens it up.
It just opens up like a book. You know what I mean? Just
yeah, it just unfolds. And it's supposed to, I think, be Optimus Prime. But he's crucified.
Yeah. because his arms are out where the handle is.
It's so weird.
The whole movie is just bad.
I didn't really take a lot of notes. At the very, very beginning, one of the girls at the dinner where Fran Drescher and all them are, she says, like, during the opening, like, they're doing a blessing with the food, she says, thanks for not making us poor or Samoan.
Yeah, or Samoan.
Like, that was...
How about that?
What a weird racist line to just throw in there.
Mm-hmm. Chris Kattan, if you can't handle Chris Kattan and Fran Drescher, like, rubbing on each other, don't watch this movie.
Don't watch... If you don't want to see Chris Kattan finger bang Fran Drescher...
It was going there.
And then, so the story that Santa tells, that Grandpa tells, is that there have only been 2 immaculate conceptions.
Oh yeah.
Throughout time, Mary and Jesus.
Yep, Mary and Jesus.
And then the other one is the Virgin Erica.
Yeah, and Satan.
And the birth of Satan.
The Virgin Erica. I've known a lot of Ericas in my day. None of them were virgins.
Like, what a weird... Like, it's a bad movie.
It's a bad movie.
This first guy on IMDb's review is 10 stars, and it says, one of the greatest Christmas movies ever. Up there with Scrooged and Die Hard.
See, fuck that guy.
See, this guy's name is Gozer the Gozerian.
We need to fight him.
He not good at movie reviews.
No.
It's the only movie review he's even given. Who is like, you know what? I need to make an IMDb account.
This is it. This is the movie that I'm finally going to review.
All right.
That's the writer-director right there.
Probably. Yeah, the director of this thing is a guy named David Steinman. You looked him up. He's done nothing.
Like, some of the movies he's assisted on were good. I went and looked at that. Like, he assisted on some good movies.
Like, did he? Like, he just brought coffee.
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean? How are you an assistant on a movie?
Yeah, like, I'm looking up his stuff now. He's been director of Santa's Sleigh, writer. He wrote that thing too. Yeah. And then additional crew. Yeah. Is what it's listed under. So that could assistant. Inspector Gadget from '99.
That's not one of the good movies.
What Lies Beneath.
What Lies Beneath isn't bad.
Castaway.
Castaway with Tom Hanks.
The Family Man.
Did he handle the ball?
Yes, he was
Wilson's
handler. The Family Man, which is the Nicolas Cage Christmas movie. And then Rush Hour 2 and Red Dragon. But that's because of Brett Ratner.
Yeah.
So, like, Brett Ratner was a producer on this, and, like, he's clearly buddies with Brett Ratner. So
he's got some fucking dirt on Brett Ratner.
Yeah, or something. So, okay, well, so that's Santa's Sleigh. I think me giving it a 2 is being very generous.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Like, if you're looking for something to do other than watch this movie, just punch yourself in the genitalia.
Yeah,
it'll be about the same.
Definitely the worst movie we've watched.
Yeah.
I think.
I would say
like,
that.
even the Mothman movie was better.
Yeah.
And it was a bad made-for-TV sci-fi movie. Mm-hmm. So, but it had, like, it
hour
was...
and 18 minutes.
But again, felt like 2.
Yeah.
That's not the way you want to do that. But, okay, so what we have coming up for you guys soon in January, it will be announced on Facebook very soon, by January 1st. We are going to be doing a giveaway contest, and I think you guys are going to dig it. So we will make a post on Facebook, and you guys will have to share that and tag somebody that you think would like the podcast. Yeah. Just tag a friend. Make sure when you do it, we'll make sure we put this on the post. Make sure you share that post so that way we can track it. But then we are going to pick one grand prize winner, and the grand prize, you'll be getting a personalized card from myself and Joel. We don't know what yet. Like,
that's priceless already.
We'll write you a little message.
Right there, and that's a grand prize.
We'll draw you something.
Yep.
You know, you'll be getting a little framed print of
body fluids.
No.
Okay.
Of one of our Spotify episode, like the artwork of it. You'll get like the artwork, the episode title. It'll be
those
a random
cool.
one.
You showed me those. I like those.
You will get, this is very cool, you will get a one-of-a-kind painting of our logo.
Uh-huh.
Well, like, it'll be a person's take on our logo.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to
No, we'll just
put the name out there. Wait.
We'll wait. Make sure that it does happen.
Okay.
Because it's gonna happen. We'll get that done by.
There will be somebody that's going to do a very cool painting of our logo.
Yeah.
And it will be a one of a kind.
One of a kind.
And then finally, you will get a Hunt a Killer. It's Death at the Dive Bar Murder Mystery Game.
Ooh.
And I don't know if you guys know about Hunt a Killer or not, but they do a episodic mystery. Like if you guys have ever got a mystery box, whether it be I used to get the horror one.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of them. Yeah. There's nerd boxes,
video game
loot crates, whatever called. But these are this is Hunt a Killer. Gives you sign up for a 6-month or a year-long subscription. And every month they send you a box of clues for one specific case.
So you can solve a murder.
And you work the murder. There's ones that are true crime based, and there's ones that are paranormal based. So, but we are going to be giving you the it's everything they put for one case called the Death at the Dive Bar Murder Mystery.
You can solve your own mystery.
And you can solve it yourself. So you can be a true crime sleuth.
Yeah.
So that'll be the grand prize. We'll also be picking 3 runner-ups, and you guys will also be getting a Spotify episode, framed print of a random episode of our choosing, and a personalized card for myself and Joel. Again, we'll write something. It'll be
you'll
get something from us.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Body fluids?
Question mark. Joel really wants to give away some body fluids. You guys can message Joel privately for his OnlyFans link. I cannot put it on the podcast. We have limits to what we say on here.
No, we don't.
But yeah, we'll be making a contest post for you guys to share.
Keep your eyes out for that.
Yeah, and just like I said, it'll run probably all through January.
Yeah, we'll
do 30 days in January?
We're trying to get listeners out of this.
Yeah, so we're basically just wanting to spread the word. Word of mouth is always awesome, so you just tell somebody you think will like us. And hopefully, somebody will win that grand prize. It'd be pretty cool. I got one more thing before we get out of here.
Okay.
And after last week's episode, we did I asked you about some reindeer, and you did not do great. So before we decided to hold off on doing a new episode, I was going to do the kind of the darker origins of Christmas.
Okay.
So it was going to be like a whole Christmas-themed episode. That didn't work, but I do have Christmas trivia. And I just want to ask you these, see what kind of score you get here, because I was very disappointed by your...
I remember some of the reindeer names, though.
By your, hold on.
Okay.
So, we'll see how many of these you get right.
All right.
We'll start off number 1 here. Who was the star of the Christmas movie Jingle All the Way?
Was that Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Ding, ding, ding. You got that one.
I don't think I've ever seen that either. I know Sinbad's in it.
Just know who's in it, though.
Yeah, I know stuff.
All right, question. I know stuff.
Stuff that you don't need to know. Useless information.
Question 2. What was the name of the animated Christmas movie featuring Tom Hanks?
Polar Express.
Polar Express.
Haven't seen it.
2 for 2. Okay. Question number 3. What fairy tale inspired gingerbread houses?
Hansel and Gretel?
Hansel and Gretel, 3 for 3.
Trivia, motherfucker.
Look at you. Here's where it starts to get a little bit tougher.
Okay.
Which country was the first to use the tradition of Christmas trees?
The first country that traditionally used... Great Britain? Is that a country?
It is, but it's not. It was Germany.
Germany!
Okay, question 5. Which president objected to a Christmas tree in the White House?
Trump.
No, it wasn't Trump.
Oh, what?
It wasn't.
Trump!
He actually
Trump! Trump!
It was not.
Trump!
He's barely a president.
He's bad man, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember there was the whole video of, what's her name, bitching because she had to put up the Christmas tree?
Okay, yeah.
No, it was actually Theodore Roosevelt.
Huh.
He felt it was wrong to cut down trees for decorations.
Oh, okay.
So instead, he established the U.S. Forest Service. So kind of a good thing.
Yeah, okay, so it wasn't a dick move.
Right. It
All
was
right.
just more of him being like, can we just, whatever. So good thing came for this. All right, question 6. Who spies on kids and reports back to Santa?
Trump! Elf on the Shelf?
Elf on a Shelf. That's correct. Did you ever have one of those?
No, I did not. But my daughters had one last few years.
Were they around when we were kids?
They probably were, but
Like I keep hearing this is like a big grand tradition. I don't remember anyone ever.
I liked Christmas as a kid, but I never really remember like believing in any of it because I was the youngest of 4. I was actually thinking about this, but like it was just always like I never have a memory of like thinking Santa was really coming. He's gonna be there.
Right.
Like I just kind of knew that my parents got the stuff.
Right, because that made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. But I don't remember anybody when I was little like
Elf on the Shelf.
I don't remember that ever being a thing. Like I feel like they just told us it was a thing when they started selling them.
Yeah.
They're like, you guys don't remember this?
Hallmark.
And then we all just went, sure,
yeah. I remember. Maybe your mom will do it for you next year.
One can only hope. I don't need anybody spying on me, reporting back to Santa, though. He knows I'm a good boy.
Yeah.
Question 7. Which was the last U.S. state to declare an official holiday for Christmas? So the last state to, declare Christmas a national holiday.
I'm going to say Hawaii.
Alaska.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
I didn't hear you. I'm going to say it.
Did
Florida.
Question 8. In the 1964 stop-motion TV movie, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, there were 2 main characters who helped Rudolph. Can you name either of them?
The 2 main characters. That's easy. Ren and Stimpy.
All right. Very close. Very close. Hermie the Elf or Yukon Cornelius?
Oh, I actually knew both those, now that you say it. That does like sound familiar.
All right, only a couple more here.
So I think I should get that one right. I'm not keeping score at all.
I'm gonna give you Oklahoma.
Okay.
Question 9. In the carol Jingle Bells, what kind of a sleigh is mentioned?
A 1-horse open sleigh.
There you go.
Laughing all the way. Ha ha ha.
All right. Number 10.
All right.
Name the 8 original
God damn it.
Name the 8 original reindeer.
See, now I've said other words. And now Donner and Dixon and Dasher, Cupid. There's Juicy, Jose.
You got Donner.
Rudolph.
You got Dancer.
Cupid.
You got Cupid and Dasher.
Dixon. Hickson. Bixon. Vixen.
Close.
Mixon. Daxon.
It's the one word with Ixon.
I don't know.
So
Juicy and Jose.
You got Cupid, Dasher, Dancer, and Donner.
Rudolph.
Rudolph's not one of the original 8.
What?
He's number 9.
Oh, 9. I don't know.
Okay.
Dixon.
That's the you keep.
I feel like if I say it one of these times, you're gonna be like, "Yep, Dixon, that's it."
What do you do in football? What's the defense do to the quarterback in football?
Blitzing.
Blitzing.
Oh.
What's up in space?
Comet. I think I got
Comet.
Comet last time, and I didn't get this time.
That's
the one I got last time.
Yep.
Was Comet.
All right. Another name for somebody that's dancy. That's dancing.
Dancer.
It's not Dancer. Dancer's one of them. You already got it though. This is Dancer and
Prancer.
Oh, you got that one. One more to go.
Oh, you're leading me there.
So it's not Dixon. It's
Hickson.
It's not Hickson. Think of the actual word.
Blitzen.
No,
Dick?
you already got Blitzen.
Dickin.
It's It's a word that ends in IXEN. It's the only one of those words that actually ends in it.
Flexin.
Mm-mm.
Just say it.
Vixen.
Vixen.
It's the only word that actually ends in IXEN.
Should have been like that quarterback that killed all those dogs.
Oh.
That would have been like Vixen.
Of course, Vixen. Well, I'm gonna give you a bonus question.
Okay.
You got 7 of the 8 though on that. Altogether, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10. Right. Then a few of the reindeer.
I'm the new Santa Claus, bitch.
Bonus question.
All right.
Why are Christmas candy canes red and white in color?
Why are they red and white?
Mm-hmm.
So if your teeth starts bleeding while you're eating them, then you won't be so alarmed.
This is almost as crazy as that.
Okay.
That's
not the right answer?
That's not the right answer. The color white, now remember, we're talking about candy canes. The color white
candy cane
symbolizes the purity of Jesus, and the color red symbolizes the blood that Jesus shed for us.
Oh.
So
I've never liked candy canes. Now I just don't like them even more.
They're a delicious treat. They're God and His blood, all
it's like
swirling
the
around.
Thing that they do in church. Where
Yeah,
they do like Kool-Aid and the crackers.
Or you eat Jesus.
And I was like, man, nice. Thanks for the snack.
Can I have some more?
I didn't understand. I was like, that's all I get is a little ass cup of juice.
You got any more Jesus back there?
Christ on a cracker.
All right. Well, look out for our giveaway contest. And make sure you share that. Tag a friend. We will be keeping track of it. And I don't know, how do you want to, like, we'll just, everybody that does it will put their name.
Yeah. You probably have, like, something on your computer. You can put
generate.
Random generate a name.
Yeah, so we'll do that. So you only have to share one time.
Share it and send us money. Whoever sends us the most money gets it.
There you go. Whoever buys this stuff from us can have it.
Just share it. Tag a friend. We're trying to get some more people maybe listening.
Yeah, we had a awesome. For the podcast, we had a pretty awesome 2020. As far as
not us personally,
like not like what's
but
going
like
on.
Our powers combined,
right? The podcast had a pretty good 2020. We grew way more than we thought we would over the course of a year.
Yeah.
We've had a ton of downloads. A lot of people listening to it. A lot of people seem to dig it. So we will be back with True Crime here soon. I am glad we started doing this. We had a few podcasts before this that were always fun, but I feel like this we've started getting pretty decent.
Yeah.
Not this episode so much,
but a little momentum build.
But other episodes.
Yeah.
So yeah, go back, check out our stuff that we have put out this year. Let us know in the comments on a post, maybe underneath this episode post. Let us know what your favorite episode has been. Let us know if there's anything you would like to see or hear from us in 2021. And just have a happy new year.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys first Monday of January.
I'll be there.
We'll be there.